You can stop. I get it.
Okay. So, again, I'm still working on it, but what do you say?
You want me to be honest?
Totally, of course. I mean, it's just the two of us.
That song is shit in a can.
What?
I thought it was just awful.
I disagree. This song is a huge hit.
A hit? No way, Ruff. Trust me. I know this business. That song sucks. Not even a tampon ad would want to use that song.
You have ads for tampons that are very good.
Hello there. Welcome to the Quarter to Three live stream for Request Wednesday's winner, Stellaris. Now, maybe you were here on Monday and you're like, wait a minute. What is this? Some kind of North Carolina shenanigans? Stellaris didn't win. Didn't win the drawing. It did not. Brian Reynolds' Alpha Centauri, often incorrectly called Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri, actually won the drawing, but then I received a message afterwards saying, oh, I didn't realize that wasn't on Steam. I guess I would pick Stellaris instead. I was going to live stream that anyway. I've got my discs here, but the issue is getting it to run in a window. And I didn't feel like wrestling with that. So I took him up on his, Mr. Eric Geithner, by the way, who won the drawing. I took him up on his offer to live stream Stellaris instead. This will also mean that there's going to be a minimum of Tom-splaining because I don't know what I'm doing. They've just added so much new stuff that they reboot this game every so often because it was pretty bad when it came out. I'm just going to be vanilla. Oh, look, she already looks like Sarah Palin-ish. Don't want to try anything funky because there's all kinds of funky new things here. Pony Carnivale says, Request Wednesday dies in darkness. You can see Mr. Carnivale has been reading him some Washington Post. It's exactly the right thing to do. Yeah, new DLC for Europa Universalis 4 just came out. Oh my god, speaking of new DLC for Sins of a Solar Empire. What? Wow. I'm really impressed at that. Alright, the species name. The actual species will just be human, right? Humans. The adjective is, of course, humane. No, it's human. What else? Name list. Yeah, okay, we'll take those. Traits. Right. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's pick some traits. Lord Kosk says the forum mentions nothing of new Sins content. Lord Kosk, yeah, there was a press release that just came out today. Let me see if I can find that. It adds neutral, like, factions on the map that you can use envoys to win over. They sound kind of like the minor nations in Civilization 5, 6? When did those get added? 5. That's got to be 5. Oh, shoot, where is it? You know what? You guys are just going to... Well, wait, I'm really curious. Let's see, what does that call it? Here we go. New Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion. Minor Factions DLC. Actually, it's announced today. Does that mean it's out today? Oh, shoot. Wait, hold on a second. It is $5.99 and it will be released on December 17th. All right, so in about a week. Guess what? I'll probably be live streaming. All right, so what will our, let's say that Sarah Palin ascended to be the leader of humanity and guide us into the stars. What things would she bring along? What traits would she convey to humanity? What's traditional? Yeah, I'd say she's traditional. What else is she? Communal. Charismatic, absolutely. That we know that about Sarah Palin. There you go. So we're even with charismatic. Are there any negatives to Sarah Palin being in charge of humanity? Not that I can think of. Let's just take a look. Conservation, resilient. Oh, wait, those are positives, right? She's not repugnant. She's not wasteful. She's definitely not decadent. She's not fleeting. As anyone knows, after McCain's campaign failed, she did not go away. There's nothing fleeting about Sarah Palin. She's definitely not a deviant. She's not solitary. She's got a big old family. Not sedentary. She gets around, you know. She's not just a Wasilla girl. Definitely not weak. Quarrelsome. Not inordinately. No, boy, she picked up politics super quick. She's no slow learner. Slow breeder, well, all we have to do again, look at the size of her family. Non-adaptive. No, she adapts just fine. There we go. So, charismatic. Next. Homeworld name. She's changed the name of Earth to Wasilla. Go ahead and call it Sol still. Yeah, medium wet. City appearance, whatever. Government and ethics. Okay, here's where Stellaris is. One of its few selling points really comes into play. You make your own faction by spending points on these diametrically opposed ethics. What are these? Oh yeah, these will be limited based on what ethics you choose. So let's see. Yeah, okay, so here's like the unity hive mind thing, I think, right? So spiritual militarist. She's got a little bit of that instead of pacifist, right? Materialist versus spiritual. Let's see. Xenophobe versus, I think we got to go with that. Authoritarian. All right, what about that, right? An authoritarian militarist xenophobe. There might be some materialism in there. We'll just go with that. Can we take any of these? Democratic. Oligarchic. Dictatorial. A friend of mine, here's the level of friend that I kept in high school. One night we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, right? Probably a Friday night. My friend Scott Mueller, we go to McDonald's, get some food, come back, sitting around the table to resume playing Dungeons and Dragons. Scott Mueller takes one of the French fries and holds it perpendicular to his body at crotch level and says, "Look, a dictator." True story. That would be way too dumb for me to just think up. That actually happened to me in high school. Imperial, I think we're just going to not go. Wait, do we have to choose an authority? This does seem like a mandate to choose an authority. Okay, hold on. I'm going to take a sip of espresso before I dive into an important decision. I mean, I guess, like, dictators aren't always bad, right? Like, there's a benevolent dictator thing. Imperial. What is imperial? Upon ruler, a designated successor becomes the new ruler. Oh, well, it's the same. Oh, I guess that's the difference between an empire and a dictatorship, right? Corporate. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Sarah Palin would approve. Empire size penalty is raised. Administrative cap. Well, I think the new DLC is called Mega Corps, right? So let's be a corporate. Can we? Oh, we get 2 civics picks. Oh my God. Yeah. What is all this? Let's see. Sarah Palin. What? Gospel of the masses. No, we're not spiritualists. We don't care about that. Brand loyalty. Criminal franchise. I don't know what to. Would Sarah Palin be for free trade, or would she be like one of these latter-day Republicans, quote unquote? Actually, not conservatives, quote unquote. They are Republicans. They're not conservative. Indentured assets. That's rude. Media conglomerate. Yeah, because Sarah Palin has her own channel right now, doesn't she? Or at least she did. So she's got a media conglomerate. What does that even do for us? War exhaustion gain. All right, so we can last in war longer, and everybody's happier because they're watching the Sarah Palin channel. Criminal heritage. There wasn't there some kind of a fracas involving one of her sons outside of a bar? Cannot form commercial. Wait, okay, we don't. Naval contractors. Let's do that. Wait, hold on. Let's just private military company. Oh boy, conservatives love these. Best way to invade Iraq with private military companies. Oh, that's boring though. It's just army stuff. That's one of the things about sci-fi games is, oh God, how are you going to keep your planet-side forces from being marginalized as borderline irrelevant? Basically, you can't. Unless you're a game like, what was that? House of the Holy Empire. House of the Rising Sun. No, shoot. That holistic game where it's the Space Pope. Noble Armadas was the name of the campaign. What was that game called? But that was played out on planetary maps, and then there was like the solar system map. What was that stupid thing called? Noble Armada was the campaign. Holistic made it. House of the something or other. It had space popes, and it had restricted technologies. Why aren't I live streaming that? Someone remind me what that's called. Space Armsfeld probably knows. Ruthless competition. Oh, that sounds Sarah Palin-esque. We'll take that. Empire of the Fading Sun. Thank you. Thank you so much, Space Rumsfeld. What a great name, too. I can't believe I forgot that. Advisor voice. What? Okay, whatever. Oh, is this just for alerts and notification? What? Where's like hot lady politician? I don't see that on here. Oh, actually, no. There, we'll do that. Empire name. The Palin. Whoops, not plane, please. The Palin Federation of Earth Freedom Lovers. There we go. But oh, I guess what's called the Palin, yeah. Ruler. Well, of course. Sarah Palin. Not plane. Quit doing that, fingers. I mean, I'm okay with this. Whatever. Here we go. Let's start again. Oh, right. Wait. We have to save it? Oh, okay. Yeah, we're going to save it. I've probably made some variation of this in the past. Okay. I'm just not going to touch any of this. Yeah, this game is eligible for achievements. We want that. House of the Dying Sun markets in. Trudeau the Elder just subscribed on Twitch. Thank you, Trudeau the Elder. So is Justin your son? Or is it a reference to Gary? Is Doonesbury still even running? I can't imagine. Is that still around? What about Hagar the Horrible? What about Nancy? Is that comic strip still going? And where do you even go to read comic strips these days? All right, I'm just pressing play. We're going to see what happens. Fred Uwe, why does Tom hate playing this game? Fred Uwe, I'm not hate playing it yet. Like I mentioned, they reboot this game every so often. They just like throw the old design out. Hey, that's not Sarah Palin anymore. Whatever. Slightly Asian Sarah Palin. That's okay. They just throw out the design. Well, I don't know about throw it out. They're just like, yeah, this doesn't work, and they rip the guts out and put in new guts. They basically start over. The AI collapses, and that eventually gets patched up, and then they sell you more DLC for it, and then they do it all over again. I think this is like version 3.0. Speaking of which, speaking of version 0.0s, Book of Demons out tomorrow, version 1.0. I really like that roguelike. Vinwraith, Nancy has seen a fairly fantastic modern revival. Vinwraith, that's not true. Really? Is her boyfriend still Sluggo? Isn't that his name, Sluggo? They were always creepy to me. They were always a really creepy couple. All right, here's our backstory. We're not going to read that. Okay, so we have to queue up what text we're researching. I'm guessing this is all the same, right? So I did mess with this a little bit, thinking I'm going to try a machine hive mind empire, and just had no idea what was going on and quit out. And fortunately, we're back. So, physics bonus, capacity overload, energy credit bonus, and that seems good. Okay, we will research that. Ralpakini, our renowned social scientist, will research. And Unity's the thing that buys you these big old texts. Let's take this one. Oh, farming subsidies. Where is food? I'm guessing we're not going to be hurting for food anytime soon. Wait, what was that? What is this lock? Administrative path will lead to further advancements in capital buildings. Okay, whatever. And then Tyrann, our engineer, will research. Ooh, strikecraft. I love that in a game when you can build like carriers with fighters. Speaking of which, why aren't we playing Endless Space 2? Ugh. How come that's expensive? Minerals from miners. I'm guessing we're definitely going to take this. Alright, so we have met the demands, and I think now, okay, right. So we have our military fleet, which is just going to stay there. And you want this docked, right? How do I tell? I mean, of course it's docked. I'm sure I'm just not seeing it. We don't need to hire an admiral. Because upkeep is cheaper. Let's see, is there an upkeep cost? I'm sure it's right under my nose and I'm not seeing it. Is there a tooltip on it? No. Maybe we can look over here. Ships. I may not be able to go all 2 hours because I think my voice is starting to go. All right, well, I'm going to assume it's docked. Wait, transfer. It's got to be right under my nose, and you guys are telling me, right? No, it says. And that's still part of the game, right? No. All right, whatever. We're going to assume it's docked. Pony Carnivale, is this the No Man's Sky of 4X's? Pony Carnivale, no, because No Man's Sky is. That is a good comparison, though. But I think the reboot of No Man's Sky made it a bit of a brilliant thing. I really like No Man's Sky now. Let's build some stuff. So is everything built in this system? Let's see, how do we zoom out? No. Oh, wait, there we go. Okay, so we can make some. So let's just finish. My construction ship is selected, and then I can right-click and tell it, oh, I don't have the money to build stuff yet. All right, well, that'll change soon enough. So construction ship, you hang out, and then science ship. Ooh, look at the giant galaxy donut. The grasping claw nebula is over here, but we are near the between the shadow nebula and the Gammas veil. So we could call this Cis Gammas. Saw a reference to something being cislunar the other day. I had to look up, what does CIS mean? Because I think it's been appropriated to mean various different things. All right, let's check out up here first. Oh, no, we want to check out what leads deeper into the donut. So let's see. What's the difference between explore and survey? Oh, survey means check out each planet in order. All right, so we'll just queue these up. I think we're also going to build another science ship. Shipyard. Build ship. Oh, right over here. Okay, dummy. Oh, right, alloys. Okay, and this is the weird thing, too. So one of the things that's new that I think they've done is they've made tiers of resources. Like metal doesn't just get shunted into building ships. It has to be processed into alloys, which get turned into ships. Wait, alloys which get turned. The alloys get right into ships. All right, so we've got that going, and I think we're ready to just run time for a little bit. What is it? Oh yeah, our city. Okay, I'm going to come back to that in a minute because it's fascinating, and I have no idea what it is. All right, we're going to run time. Oh, and we're also going to speed up time. I don't think there's any ever point running at anything slower than that. And once we get to 150 of the... Oh, no, the city. Hold on. Is there anything I need to do there? Here we go. Oh, right, these things. I forgot about that. Oh, I love hotkeys. Check this out. Let's say I'm out here and I'm exploring. And I'm like, oh, what's over here in the... Ooh, that triple star. What's over here in the Void Sea? That's a cool name, Void Sea Nebula. And I'm like, wait a minute. I need to check my capital real quick. Boom, hotkey. These things. And this Empire Manager. Let me tell you, Paradox used to suck so bad at interfaces. They eventually got pretty good. So, Capital World, size 16. I've got one more building slot. Dear. Oh, right. Okay, so here are the populations. So I have 19 worker populations, 7 specialists, and 2 rulers. So my population will be 28. Yes, 28. And how does that reconcile with the size 16? Oh, as you get bigger slot. All right. So I definitely see right now, this is why you should never trust anything that I say in the first, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours of playing a game. I'm definitely on that really fun part of the chick parabola here. Where I'm like, yeah, look at all these cool details that you can manage, and look at all this cool stuff I can learn. I love learning these gameplay systems. So right now I'm like, yeah, this is a cool game. As I learn it, I will eventually maybe see how poorly it fits together, and more importantly, how incapable the AI is of managing the systems that the game designers have designed. And that's when the enthusiasm starts to dip and eventually plummet, and that's the far end of the chick parabola, which is a failing of many, many strategy games. So do I mess with this or drag thing? No, I don't think so. Oh, look, they're pyramid. Oh, I like that. See, there you go. It's a nice visual indicator. Bottom of the pyramid, middle of the pyramid, tippy top of the pyramid. What is this? So I don't mess with these. Unemployment. Okay. I guess they're just growing. Ah, wait. I guess they're just growing. Uh, Look, because we're xenophobes, we grow 10% faster. People who hate foreigners have sex more often. Of course, Sarah Palin is so hot that she gives my population a plus 5% growth rate. She's just that sexy. You guys do know my whole thing about Sarah Palin is this is all an effort to, and I realize it's a bit of a not very politically correct move, but I'm just objectifying her for her sexuality because she's a terrible politician. She's actually probably a pretty reprehensible person. So I have elected to objectify her. It's not something that I would do to most women, but I feel she is uniquely qualified to be objectified for her sexiness. Does that make me like a Harvey Weinstein type? I don't know. I would feel a little uncomfortable about it if she weren't in fact so hot. Like, doing that to Ann Coulter? Yeah. All right. I don't think I need to do it. Do I want to build? I can't build stuff because look how expensive it is. All right. Anyway, we're waiting. We're going to say. So I don't think there's anything. Oh, districts. How do I don't know what. Oh, I can build districts. Oh, you build. Well, I can't because I don't have that. So you build districts and buildings. And what does a district do? Creates jobs. Okay. What is this? All right. Well, there's nothing there for me to do yet. I'm just going to run time. All right. We now have our second science ship. Let's see. Rocket Monkey. This is like watching paint dry. Rocket Monkey. Gladius Relics of War. Sounds like you should have Warhammer. Yeah, Tyrannid's coming. Like within the next month, right? I can't wait for that. Vinwraith, and that's why you probably should have waited a few months. Waited for what? I don't know what Vinwraith was referencing. But whatever you were referencing, Vinwraith, you're probably right. Trudeau the Elder, I'm finally getting caught up, says he prefers Justin Trudeau's father to Justin, is all. Fredui, is Sarah Palin just a euphemism of Tina Fey for Tom? All right, Fredui, I don't think Tina Fey just happens to look mildly like Sarah Palin. I never liked Tina Fey's Sarah Palin. And not because of my unique preference for Sarah Palin as a... No, Tina Fey's not... She just doesn't do it for me. I like Tina Fey as a writer. I'll say that much. But her sketch comedy, and especially her Sarah Palin jabs, not a fan. Why can't I hire... Oh, right, these are the guys who are for hire. Yeah, right, we look for bonuses. So, longer lifespan, research, new world, which I guess is a flavor of science. But it doesn't matter, we're going to be at space. I guess we'll have the lifespan one. What is this? Anomaly research speed. We're going to hire Mikab. Wait, no. Oh, here's the okay, these are people that already worked for me. I was like, what is it? All right, this person comes with a pet dog. No, eager. I think this is the one we want. What is that? Ancient civilization anomalies researched faster. We're just going to take Seabach here. Oh, I can't afford them. All right, fine. We'll just take the eager one. I guess that's why. They were eager, so they would cost less money. And now we will send our second science ship exploring over in this direction. Oh, no. Now we assign the guy that we hire. Yeah, all right. Survey the places adjacent to us first, and I'm just going to run time. Alex Chapman is back from the land of the Marquax. Alex Chapman must have been in Canada. All right, you guys ready for me to read some text? RF-487. Wait, what is that? Is that one of our science ships? No. Whatever. Strategic resource discovered. Oh yeah, the Terala, our original science ship, has discovered a previously unknown strategic resource on RF-487. Name of a star, obviously, or planet. Dubbed volatile motes. These preternatural particles contain a tremendous amount of energy which could be exploited in energy production as fuel or even as explosives. I feel there should be, yep, they don't believe in Oxford Commons in this game, so -1 star on the rating. While we do not yet possess the means to extract this resource, we should seriously consider establishing control over the system for future exploitation. I'm guessing it's one of these. No. Where is there some like strategic? Here we go. Yeah, volatile motes, exotic gases, rare crystals, living metal, Zro. Look at that, Zro. Dark matter and nanites. You can never have enough nanites. Oh god, the whole 3D map. Ugh. And do they still do the thing? Yeah, this is so dumb. There's like a plane, and then the planets are slightly above or below the plane. That does absolutely nothing. Whatever. Okay, what happened here? Hard research. We're not ready to do that. Leave it be for now. The Voltaum star assembly. We have recovered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization on Mintaka Ia, as in Ia Fatagan Cthulhu. Alien civilization, right. They must have been active in this region of space approximately 12 million years ago, judging by the age of the artifacts. Rats, missed it by that much. From what they've been able to piece together, our scientists theorize that these aliens, who call themselves the, quote, Voltaum star assembly, end quote, were worm-like annelids. Is that redundant? Annelid. Yes, there's no other kind of annelid, as far as I know, than a worm-like one. They were worm-like annelids, roughly 3 to 4 meters in length, that communicated with each other primarily through vibrations carried along their segmented bodies. Yeah, I'll accept that as interesting. What do we get from that? Oh, and that I think was the research project. Okay, we now have enough. Oops, I've already blown the game because my build order screwed up. I didn't keep up with my build order, so I had a dormant construction ship for, it looks like, several months, days. So this is April 12th or December 4th? Why can't everybody do the calendar the same way? What are these 32 wedding rings? What are wedding rings? Look at that. What? Oh, I can see. No. Oh, trade. Trade value. How does trade work? I don't know. Maybe we'll figure it out later. All right, construction ship. So, we're not going to bother with research stations yet, but we do definitely want to build mining stations, and it's research and energy. Is there energy here? There's one energy. Where is it? There. And build that. Queue those up. All right, let it go. Contact report, remnants. The administration on Wasilla received Science Officer Yunendana's report on the alien remnants with some apprehension. The leavings in question are now widely considered to be definitive proof of unknown forces once having been active in the galaxy. Though some prominent human thinkers reject this in favor of identifying the traces as, quote, freak geological formations, or, quote, results of curious natural phenomenon. These are known as life deniers. Okay, remarkable. I concur. Alright, so that's fully surveyed, so the guy moves on. Look at this, hellish difficulty. I'm going to leave that be for now. Alex Chapman says he has the sound off, so he can't even hear the Tom-splaining. Alex Chapman, not a lot of Tom-splaining going on here. A lot of Tom wondering. Strategic resource discovered. Now we discovered rare crystals. I guess we have to mine them. Oh, yeah, look. Wait, where is it? Yeah, so it's rare crystals and volatile motes over here. So do we build mines on them? Let's see. looks like it makes sense. All right. Here's everybody going about their business. A comet sighted, a small celestial object with pronounced gaseous and particulate tails, was recently observed in the Sol system. Its passage was uneventful. We gained 40 points of unity. Oh yeah, we're going to get to buy stuff off of... So this is something that developers do when they do add-ons for strategy games. Just bolt another tech tree onto the side of the game. Firaxis and Paradox love doing that. So we're about to get something there. What are these? These are just the messages we've already seen. Right. Hard difficulty. Let's leave that be for now. You guys keep surveying. Mass extinction. Never a good thing. Our first stumbling steps into the void beyond Wasilla were not motivated solely by curiosity or desire to conquer the unknown. Oh, there's an Oxford comma. Or a need to leave our mark on the galaxy. The biosphere of Wasilla has undergone rapid changes in the past few centuries. Climate change? And prominent scientists warn that Wasilla may be forced with the beginnings of a mass extinction event. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and email it to all Republicans. That cyclical purging of life that is inseparable from planetary existence in the greater cosmos. A research plan has been put together to study a number of planets rendered uninhabitable by major astronomical incidents or planet-bound catastrophes. We hope that by reconstructing these events, a similar fate may be avoided for Wasilla and the human race. So is there anything here saying that it's man-made, that climate change is man-made? No, the biosphere has undergone rapid changes in the past. No. So climate change deniers could just say, yeah, this is just normal. We hope that by... Right, okay. It falls to you as the CEO of the Palin Federation of Earth Freedom Lovers to ensure that this expedition is carried out. Okay, so this is just a quest chain. Broken planet. Our astronomers are confident the asteroid belt in this system was once a habitable planet, torn asunder by unknown forces. Special project. Alright, so there's somewhere, I'm pausing. Where do we look at special projects here, right? I see, so I think we have to find these things. Alright, we have to basically explore these to do the quest. And here, do I want to send the science ship in? Can I see how difficult it is? Oh, it's just 60 days. So I wish there was some way to just insert into the queue of activities, but it's not that big a deal. Alright, so let's research that, and then survey the system and carry on. Oh, look here, the ISS Holt the Magnificent. Richard Holt, I didn't name it that. This game loves you. Completed the construction of a mining station. Oh, Holt the Magnificent is just our boring old construction ship. So basically, Richard Holt, you're doing the equivalent of ditch digging. All right, what other resources do we have? Why? Oh, we're not done there. Now we have to grab these with an outpost, right? So how does trade work? Oh, God, right. I don't know if you guys can see this. Search. Let's see. Trade. Look, I can't click in the search box. What's up with that? Beginners. I can't click on anything. What the heck? I can highlight stuff. This is the worst wiki ever. Wait, I've accidentally clicked on something. I somehow clicked on patch notes. Oh, here we go. All right, so patch notes. Wait, I don't want patch notes. Go back to the top. Stellaris wiki. Some weird thing with the hot. Oh, look at there. I don't know if you guys can see, but what I'm actually clicking on, it looks like it's about like 3 inches below the actual cursor. Whatever. All right, fine. We're gonna have to grab most of these anyway, right? All right. So Richard Holt, go dig ditches over here. Oh, look how much alloy that costs. So how can I make sure to be making more alloy? Don't know the answer to that. You know, let's look at our home planet. Don't these planetary administration, alloy foundries, right? Can we make more of these? Uh, alloy foundries. There. Is this foolish? No, I don't think so. All right, let's make another alloy foundry, which will do what? Metallurgist jobs +2. All right, so we have 7. What? Metallurgist job base. Okay. How do I know what a metallurgist does? How do I know? Ooh, sweet. Okay, there. All right, we have 2 metallurgists. Each one is basically turning. It looks like turning 6 metal and 1 food and what are these? And a half a consumer good into 2 alloys. And we've got a positive enough balance of these that let's go ahead. So how do we? What are these guys doing? So they give us the base energy, metal, and food. That makes sense. And then they turn metal into consumer goods. An enforcer makes unity and reduces crime. See, I'm looking at this and thinking, yeah, I like this game. The metallurgists and the researchers. What? Consumer goods turn into research? Is that how that works? So I've basically got 18 of each flavor. This is giving me, hey, where are the other 10 coming from? Is there some upper level? What do rulers do? Wait, let's close this. Unity, it looks like. They eat food and consumer goods and they give you unity. Now, how do I determine how many are in each strata? Alex Chapman, we might not get to shooty bits. We haven't even met anyone. Lord Kosk, I own this game. It's just so boring. Pony Carnivale, quoting a bit from my, and I realize you guys did this a while ago, quoting a bit from my Stellaris review, from my No Man's Sky review, saying it applies to Stellaris. So Pony Carnivale, I think Stellaris is slightly better. So, well, No Man's Sky was ridiculous for how it would just throw random bits together and try to create a sci-fi feel out of them when it was just clown shoes nonsense. And that's been worked on. But I think to their credit, Paradox at least tries to give it flavoring with like making that quest chain about climate change and the planet going extinct and all of this. Like I think there's at least there's more theming to their crazy randomness than there was in No Man's Sky, which really did feel like someone dressing up in a random clown outfit. But I do get what you're saying, is that randomness. I will always prefer, like in Endless Space 2, a handcrafted species to a species that's just comprised of a few plot points on a chart. Like there's nowhere near as much flavor here. There's plenty of like fun, crunchy detail. There's nowhere near as much flavor as there is in Endless Space 2. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and build another alloy refinery, which will cost me 360 metal, which I can afford. What are these? Ah, manufacturing, army. Okay. Don't know if this is a smart thing to do, but I'm going to get another building slot in about. So what does that look like? Okay, in a year? Well, okay. Once I get 2 more points of population, I'll get another building slot. All right, let's run some time. Everybody's doing their job. Okay, the asteroid so this is the first bit, or at least one of the bits that we have to do for our mass extinction quest chain. The asteroid is in actuality a chunk of what was once a habitable and probably inhabited planet. Regular but overlapping fracture patterns indicate that the planetary demolition was intentional and controlled, if somewhat rushed. See, this is the sort of thing, Pony Carnivale, that Pony Carnival, excuse me, that I feel Paradox does well, is laying this kind of narrative over the dry math. Whether or not it bears out over the long run, that depends on the person, I guess. But at least I appreciate that they're trying. So, all right, so for some reason, this wasn't just a planet that blew up, it was a planet that was intentionally blown up. All signs to this planet being the homeworld of whatever species destroyed it. We may never know what drove them to consider planetary annihilation to be the lesser evil, and perhaps we should be grateful for that. So I am guessing that as we do more quests in this chain, a little science fiction-y short story will emerge. Because that's what they try to do. You know what else is great at that? Crusader Kings 2. A leader has gained a level. Ding! Alright, we're going to our fastest speed. Right, okay, so they do it in the American dating sense. When did we start? 2200, January? Are we like a year and 10 months into this? That can't be right. Alright, people are doing stuff. There's nobody who's snoozing and idle. Oh, you know what? I think we want to be... How much does this ship cost? Yikes, really? 100 ally for one of these Corvettes? Oops. I'll look at the ship designer later. I don't think I'm ready to start building ships yet, but normally you want to, that's one of the things you want to get going. Especially because to make an outpost, doesn't it cost a lot of, oh, it costs influence. Doesn't it cost a lot of alloy for outposts? I forget. What is this? Oh, right. Scientist dinged up. Here's our alloy foundry being built. Currently +9 alloy. What is that? A month? A day? Per tick? Whenever. Alright, here we are. Stuff's happening. Richard Holt, how do I get alloys? By allying? Richard Holt, you get allies by building alloy factories. Basically by encouraging the middle class. Traditions available. Okay, so here we go. Here's one of the tech trees they decided, throw another tech tree onto the side of the game. That'll always make people think there's more gameplay. Alright, so what flavor race do we want? We have to invest in one of these trees. One of these. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, this is something they added after the release, I think. You know, maybe this was here all along. I don't remember. Alright, let's just go. Let's just role play. So if you're Sarah Palin and you've united Earth, and now all of Earth loves freedom and is expanding into the stars to bring freedom to the stars, with a little touch of xenophobia, militarism, and what was our other trait? Hotness? Sexiness? I forgot what our third trait was. Anyway, which one of these do we want? Not diplomacy. Lame. That's how you get Iran treaties. You don't want that. Discovery? Yeah. Discovery, you don't want to do that because it might use fetal tissue. You don't want to encourage that sort of nonsense. Harmony? No, you don't want harmony. Prosperity, we like prosperity. Domination, a little heavy-handed. Maybe supremacy is heavy-handed. Supremacy is like domination turned up to 11. Expansion or prosperity? Let's do one of these. What things can we get? What do we get when we adopt it? Colony development speed, plus 25%. Mining station output. Let's do this. What other things can we buy? Building upkeep reduced. Build cost. Yeah, let's definitely go for prosperity. And what other things can we get? Specialist output. I don't know what specialists are. Is that what I was referencing? Is that what I was calling the middle class before? Are those specialists? It's got to be, right? City district. Yeah, well, let's go for prosperity. I love prosperity. Prosperity is fun. Oh, and there went all of our unity. Richard Holt calls that approach of bolting tech trees on. He calls it a tech forest of extra mini tech trees. Very nice, Richard Holt. All right, what am I being told? This is hard difficulty. We're not going to waste time on that. Let's leave it be for now. We need to suss out the galaxy around us. Do I want to build another... Oh, whoa. Do I want to build another construction ship? Where can I see a ship's upkeep cost? It's got to be on here somewhere, right? I'm just not seeing it. Oh, there we go. It's per individual ship. So the upkeep cost is just 1 energy. I feel like we're not really going to have enough minerals to just have 2 construction ships going. So I'm not going to do that. Normally, like in Civilization 2, you might get a couple of Civilization, you might get a couple of not settlers. What do you call the workers? Workers, I guess. You might get a couple of workers going. But here we're just going to go with the one Holt the Magnificent construction ship, and let's now build. So, oh look, we've got trade goods without even. I guess the outpost. What are those going to do for us? We'll investigate that later. And do we care about these things yet? Where's those strategic resources? You know what? Let me just go here and read. See if there's a tooltip I can read. These preternatural particles, they can be exploited in energy production. Well, you know what? Let's grab it and find out what it is. Oh, we don't have the technology to stabilize the moats yet because they're volatile. What about these? What are these? Dark crystals? Rare crystals. Let's see if we have the technology to mess with these or if they're too rarefied. Rare crystal mining. All right. When do we get those? What's our science stuff? Science. All right, you people get to work. Hurry up. Slowpokes. All right, so I think minerals is, yeah, our energy income is fine. Our priority right now is minerals. Let's back out here and see if there are any mineral. Up here, there's 3. Well, we might as well get the energy here first. So build the one mining station, then come over here. So yeah, look at that. It costs 100 alloy. And 60 influence. All right, so the influence isn't that big a deal. There's not much else we're spending influence. Oh, I bet there's like edicts and stuff. Let me go look at those. Oh, right, this will list any habitable planets when we find them. Market. Right, okay, this is new also, is we can buy stuff with energy. And I think that's what energy is mainly for. Ooh, look at all of this. So what, you can just buy it in lump sums? And I assume this price is fairly fluid based on... Can I see a graph rate? Market fee, 30%. Ugh. It's highway robbery, I tell you. Right, these are our quests. Oh, diplomacy. Oh, good lord, that's going to be a mess. I bet edicts. Here we go. Whoops. No. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's what volatile motes do. Volatile link. Right, you use them to blow up blockers. What do rare crystals do? Focusing crystals. Oh, energy weapon boost. Is that all that these resources do? It's kind of cool. So if we get 100 influence, map the stars, survey speed. Oh, I should have bought that. As soon as I get 100 influence, I'm going to buy this one. Information quarantine. Government. I never understood this whole ethics attraction thing. I think the idea is your populations tend to drift around amongst your different ethics, and so you can pay for these attractions. It seems just really under the hood. But I'm assuming it's an important part of, sort of like religions and stuff in Europa Universalis 4. All right, so our science ship, let's give him, her, yeah, her, him, her, is that a chick? That's a chick. Job. All right, this guy's going to come, let's actually check out this spur behind us, because this is a dead end, right? Oh, no, it comes around over here. All right, we'll check this out. And then we're going to come back here and check this out. All right, here we go. Richard told, once you get factions, ethics drift becomes more important. Yeah, we don't have any factions. That's a lot of flavoring too, is the way that, at least the way it works in Europa Universalis. I think that was in here before, right? As people rise up and have unique demands. A very Victoria 2 thing. wonder if Victoria 2 holds up. It's got to, right? So I don't think there's anything else we want to be building here. We don't have a building slot, right? We're full up. So now, look at that. Look at our alloy production. All right, so let's see. So this grew. Our population now is 29, and I guess... So is the idea that these people don't need buildings, and that as you build buildings, it pulls people up here? And how do you get rulers? Wait, why isn't this opening? Oh, there it is. How did I do that? Yeah, there. Wait, maybe this does open. Oh, it does open. Executives. Okay. Oh, wait, maybe this one opens. Oh! I'm dumb. I think I was clicking on... If you click on the header... Right, but if you click... Oh, well, if you click anywhere. All right. So, all right, look at this. So... What is that number? 2, 4, 2. We have 8 clerks out of a possible 9. What's determining that we can have 9 clerks? Is this a districts thing? 4 farmers, 2 technicians. So technicians give us energy, and they eat food. Consumer goods. How do we get consumer goods? Is that what clerks do, maybe? No, they produce... Oh man, I don't know what those symbols are. They produce music. Oh, actually trade, and I'm guessing happiness. Yeah, okay, they produce amenities. Amenities are planetary infrastructure and jobs dedicated to fulfilling the day-to-day needs. Planet that doesn't meet amenities. Okay. And so amenities... Trade nut. All right, well, clerks make amenities and trade. I still don't know what trade does. We'll get to that eventually, I assume. Oh, it says right... No, that's the icon for the job. All right, so of course miners make minerals, farmers make food, which, boy, do we have a surfeit of that. No, yeah, surplus. What's the difference between surfeit and surplus? I don't think there is one. One makes you sound smarter. I want to know what this 242 means. Click the pop. Ooh, click it to view. Oh, look at all the detail. Sweet. All right. So what does that 2 mean? The text is exactly the same. Of course, yeah, we're all human. Oh, is it? It's not the same, but what's different is these guys. All right, so these guys are militarist, whereas these guys are, what is that icon? Oh yeah, authoritarian. And then these guys are xenophobe, so that's the only difference. What does that number mean? All right, if you know what that number means, someone tell me. It's going to drive me batty. All right, whatever. Okay, so these are just messages we know about. Oh my god, I've been playing this for an hour. So little has happened. Just me trying to figure it out. Oh, good. More minerals. So the science ship is done with his orders. So go ahead and finish out this spur. And then come on down here. Looks like we've got a healthy enough buffer of... Is he making the outpost yet? No. Oh, look, you can do this. Wait. What's the tracking hotkey? Q, right. I always like this. Habitable Worlds Survey. We now know that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Wasilla. I think this is a common event thing. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalog the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus our survey efforts on habitable life. Right, we want that. So do I want 20 of influence or begins the habitable world survey? No, we want that. So look, you can just sort of follow if you don't want to like stare at a boring map. All right. This is a routine. Let's go ahead and research this. A vessel of some kind is crashing the surface of this asteroid. Wreckage from the craft can still be found within the impact crater. Let's take a peek. And it'll probably give us something. You can also just do this. There's our survey ship. See, there's wreckage down there. You can't really see it. That's the icon for it. The space porn on this is a little bit underwhelming. I guess when it gets to big fleet battles and stuff, that can be cool. But if you really want good space porn, you got to play Endless Space 2 or Sins of a Solar Empire. Yeah, look at how much energy we've got. I think and I didn't change the difficulty level, so I don't know what the default is. Like, I don't know if it puts you on baby mode or if the AI being dumb means it's effectively baby mode. But there's nothing pushing back right now. I've got plenty of alloys. Is there? Yeah, I don't need to buy anything. Does this accrue interest? We should invest this. You know what? I'm going to make a second construction ship because we're just doing that well. Let's go to our shipyard. Here we go, shipyard. Build a ship. Construction ship. Right? Yeah. Let's see. Is there any fun space porn? Let's look at our shipyard. Here we go. Building a ship. Crashed scout craft. Small scout craft. Oh, right. This is our scientific project we just did. It was a small scout craft. It crashed a millennia ago. There's no visible cockpit, so our scientists believe it was either a remote or it had an AI running it. It's too damaged to be salvaged, but it hasn't been picked clean by looters yet, so we will study its design and earn 113 points of engineering science, which will boost our research of geothermal fracking by, what's the total we want? I'm not seeing, can't I just see raw numbers? Well, you know what? We'll just watch this bar scooch up. Watch this. Basically, it cut our time in half for researching geothermal fracking. That's what we found on the little crashed remote scout ship. Let's look at some other space porn. How about the planet? Actually, you can't look at that. What is this guy doing? Oh, it's our new construction ship. Right. We've got 2 of them now. So you can go... So I forget, is it pretty much mandatory to build an outpost in each system as you go? Or can I leapfrog systems? I forget if that's a good idea or not. Shoot. All right. Well, we've got a construction ship up here. Let's go ahead and add this to our empire because there's some minerals. So the Penosta system. Richard told, I think the numbers on that population screen. Lord Koss said, yeah, it's been an hour. It feels like 2 hours. Richard Holt thinks those numbers are how many populations are in that group. Oh, Richard Holt, I bet you're right. Yeah, 8 clerks. Duh. Okay, Richard Holt, you're a goddamn genius. So the reason that it's so 242, of course, is 8. And the reason there are 2 here, 4 here, and 2 here is the populations have a specific ethic. There's 2 that are authoritarian, 4 that are militarist, and 2 that are materialist. What is that? Oh, xenophobes. Thinking, how does that icon represent xenophobia? I guess the idea is there you are, and you've built a wall around you. I'd have to see what xenophile looks like. I am fascinated by iconography and how, I mean, clearly militaristic. Oh, authoritarian, right. It's a claw holding a planet. I like that. Yeah, I love a bindle bag for migration. That's cute. What is that even? Pop assembly. Oh, because I think you can build robots. Or right. Housing. Yeah, of course. Of course, happiness. Amenities. Icons are neat. You guys can quote me on that. Chris Marketson calls the space porn in this. Let me show you guys something. You ready for some serious space porn? Ooh, look at that. Hot. Chicka bow wow. What's the porn riff thing? I can never do that. But yeah, Marketson says it's PG-13 space porn. Right. It's none of that hot Triple X stuff in Sins of a Solar Empire, Endless Space 2. Pony Carnival. Anyone playing Kenshi? Pony Carnival, I looked at that and it just seemed way too janky. I couldn't figure out what was going on. I love the idea of sandbox games that are free, that leave you free to do what you want. Kind of like Mountain Blade, but I just couldn't figure out what I was supposed to do. Odegon says you can leapfrog, but it comes at a higher influence cost. Oh, I could probably afford that. Oh, and dagnabbit, I was going to do my Mapping the Stars edict. Richard told, yeah, it costs more influence if they're far apart. JFLS says Kenshi looks so clunky but fascinating at the same time. Yeah. Marketson, Tom, have you seen Maine? It looks like it started. Yeah, Leia Costa. It doesn't look like something I would like. Leia Costa super frustrated me, and I mean I loved her in Victoria, but she was so annoying in a movie with Aaliyah Shawkat, the name of which I can't recall, which was one of these improv-y to a fault. Was it mumblecore kind of movies that I just thought Leia Costa was just so overbearing in. So right now she's breaking even for me. But no, I have not seen Maine. I am curious about it though. Is there some? Yeah, I didn't know anyone else in it. I just knew that Leia Costa was in it. All right, what do we got here? An anomaly. It's a routine exploration, so let's see. There's an asteroid emitting radiation in controlled bursts. Is someone or something trying to communicate with us? Yeah, look into that. Yeah, construction complete. Right. Ooh, look at all these minerals over here. Is that in one place? Yeah, look at this. A 4, a couple of 3s. Ishtrum. So what if we skipped... Is he already building? Has he started yet? No, so let me just try something. Let's cancel... No, not disband ship. No, not disband fleet. How do I just cancel orders? There. Actually, is there a way to just say stop? Actually, there is, isn't there? What's the hotkey for stop? H for halt, right. Okay, so we hit H. And let's now see if we build. So if we build an outpost here, 60 influence, 100 alloys, versus here, 120 influence. Now it will put this in. Yeah, well, let's do that, right? So it's basically doubling the cost of influence. Dagnabbit, keep screwing up. But it's the same cost of alloys. That makes sense. Okay, so let's do that. We definitely want these. Wait, do I have the right one selected? No. No. Who did I? Oh, I just unfortunately stopped his orders. All right, you resume your orders. Carry on. Nope. Wait. What did I do? Did it not refund me the money? I'm gonna so rage quit if that's what happened. Because it was at 0 progress. What? Or am I just reading something wrong? All right, we'll make your... That can't be the case, right? Really gonna be angry. Oh, maybe... Oh, you know what? I think it's just that by giving this guy orders, it ate up... Don't want to try this. Okay, I'm going to rage quit this game if by canceling orders you don't get resources refunded. Now that can't be the case. Surely Paradox knows better. I mean, if that's how this game worked, wouldn't people with pitchforks and torches be gathering around their headquarters wherever they are in Sweden? Stockholm, actually. I've been there. Let's test this. And if it's the case, I'm going to immediately rage quit. So if we cancel your orders by pressing H, this should go up. Yeah, good. All right. That was close. There was almost going to be much raging, wailing, gnashing of teeth, but that's been averted. So I guess you can come on back. You know what? Just sit tight for now. Richard Holt, how come Tom's running a massive energy surplus? Richard Holt, let's find out. But first, let's read about Rock Brain. A scan of it. So this is the asteroid that was emitting radiation in controlled patterns. A scan of the particularly massive asteroid AA230909 yields fascinating results. The rock's core is shot through with a network of conductive crystals carrying a weak electrical charge. The crew on the ISS Terralla the Graceful, oh, sweet, that's its name, Terralla the Graceful, recognize this matrix as a primitive neural lattice and believe the celestial body to be thinking in some capacity, if not fully sapient. They seek permission to excavate the core and transplant it to the nearest orbital station for closer study. So are we going to basically biopsy this crystal brain or just observe it? Oh, no, wait. Oh, okay, so if we just observe it, it'll give us a place to improve our social science research. Let's biopsy it, right? Sarah Palin would. She'd be like, I don't care. Let's take it out of the environment. She's not going to let progress be impeded by any nonsense tree-hugging conservationist philosophy. You know, we have domain over the environment. We should exercise it, right? The environment serves us, not vice versa. That's what the Sarah Palin Federation of Earth Freedom Lovers believes. So let's just hack out the relevant part of this crystal rock brain and study it. Now we have the influence to include this in our empire. Or actually, do we want to... Now that I know that you can jump around and save alloys that way, I think I'm going to do that. So let's go ahead and, I mean, we can't do anything with him until this is surveyed, which is where you're going. So you know what? Still hang out. Rock migraine. Let's see what's come of our decision. Duck butter. Thank you, Chris Marketson. Leia Costa and Alea Shawkat. Like, it's if you watch two actors doing improv, improv is a supremely interactive form of acting. You have to listen and react to the other actor. Because if you don't, if you're just running a one-man show, then there's no need for the other actors to be up there with you. Good improv should be very, very interactive, and that's why when you watch improv teams, you know, whose line is it anyway? Those guys are good and they're funny because they've learned how to be interactive with each other. That's an important part, I would say a fundamental part of improv acting skill. And I bet if he's still there, Pony Carnival can back me up on that. I did not feel that Leia Costa's improv skills in Duck Butter were on par with Alea Shawkat. Alea Shawkat was trying to be very giving and very generous as an actor, and Leia Costa was just sort of running roughshod over it. So there you go. Duck Butter, I don't recommend it. All right, so the core of the asteroid, once coaxed from beneath the crust of the asteroid, it doesn't respond well to the vacuum of space. Our ship's instruments read a sudden energy spike moments before it gently but decisively fractures. Oh, we broke it. The Pottery Barn rule is in effect. We salvaged chunks of the mineral, but whatever spectral charge animated them is now gone. So I'm okay with this. It just gives us, look at that, 1,000 energy credits. Oh my God, we've got way too much money. And a dump of physics research. I mean, I don't know what we would have gotten otherwise, but we'll take it. You know, stupid environment. If it's not strong enough to live in the vacuum of space, what's it doing floating around out there? It got what it deserved. Let's see, why do we have so much money? Monthly gain is 25. Okay. It looks like we're just not consuming much from upkeep. I mean, that's what we've just got a nice surplus going, and it's just racking up. I think the idea is we're supposed to be spending it at the market, right? Is there a hotkey for the market? There is, F3. Cool, so you could improve your income for any one of these. I mean, I've got so much stuff. As you can see, really what's going on here is I'm just really good at this game. Let's just see, for instance, if we wanted to go crazy. So actually, let's start building a fleet. So let's start buying. Is this, so it just adds, so if I hit add edit, then we'll go from plus 14 to plus 17. At a cost of what, though? And then it will basically take 15.6 off of our income. So this will go down to basically plus 10, and this will go up to plus 17. Let's try it. Okay, that didn't happen. There we go. Sweet. All right, so we're going to do that, and we're going to go to our shipyard. My voice is starting to go. I'm going to have to bail in a minute. Where's it? Shipyard. Nope. Okay, there's no hotkey for our shipyard. We could give it one. And let's queue up a bunch of these. Do you pay for them as you queue them up? You do. Fair enough. All right. There you go. No, that, dummy. You've about built a bunch of bulldozers. Here's what I wanted. Wait, no. What? Do I not have any warship designs? What? Corvette. Illijon class. How come that's not showing up in my shipyard? Do you need like a Corvette building annex thingamabob? Because there was the shipyards used to be super modular things that, or am I thinking of Galactic Civilizations? You know what? I might be confusing this with Galactic Civilizations. Oh, no, yeah, modules. Trade hub. Oh, ooh, I need to look into how trade works. Buildings, cruise quarter. Oh, yeah, this is. And I also need to make sure. All right, so it's not automatic that you receive a discount on ship upkeep. You have to build cruise quarters. I like that. I think that's how it used to be. What's a starhold? Is it the name? It's the name of the base, I guess. Ooh, right. So here's the ship designer thing. So okay, why can't I build a Corvette? Let's see, ship designer. How do I look at saved designs? I mean, I haven't researched anything, so it's got point defenses and mass drivers, which is that energy? Which, oh yeah, it's basically shield damage. Don't need to save it. All right. Well, I'm obviously missing something. What? I guess I need. That can't be right. Like, it can't be that difficult to build Corvettes. Man, do I feel like a dummy. Donald Huckle, I think some of the shipbuilding stuff is in the Fleet Manager now. I am not familiar with the Fleet Manager, Donald Huckle. Let's take a look. Fleet Manager, F10. So Perix Armada, right? It has... Oh. Really? Because, like, what if I just want to build a bunch of Corvettes? And make a new fleet. I have to add them to a fleet and split them off? What is this? Oh, right, how many I have and how many I want it to have. So if I do that, I'm not entirely clear. So is it done, or am I supposed to click this? Click here to add a new ship design to this fleet. All right, I don't think it needs one because it's already got one, right? Was that already there? Reinforce all to full capacity. All right, well, I think it's doing that, right? Oh, full capacity would be 20. I'm going to click this and see what happens. It made a dramatic noise. So is there now something queued up in our shipyard? It looks like it. All right, well, why couldn't I just... All right, well, I mean, I see how to do it now, but I'm confused why I can't do it the other way. But fair enough. All right, so okay, we're making more allies. We're buying some each turn. I feel like I could even buy more if I wanted to. We're building ships. We're going to add, once this is surveyed, we're going to add this to our empire. And is this science ship almost done? No, it's got a ways to go. No, wait, that was the one. Oh, no, now he's moving on. And that planet. All right, what did this give us? We can buy something in our Unity tech tree. So, do we want to reduce building and district upkeep, which I don't think we do, because I'm guessing that's just energy, right? Consumed. Buildings and districts, 21 and 13. So basically, we could save 3 credits. So building and district upkeep here. Jobs. Okay, so our jobs are giving us 30 food, but our people are eating 30 food, basically. Our jobs are giving us 18 minerals, but our people are eating 36. Our stations are giving us minerals, of course. Base 20 coming from somewhere. All right, that makes sense. What about this? That's fine. So, all right, this doesn't seem like a big deal. It's just going to give us 3 more energy. This right here. Built-in districts have their build cost reduced and build speed increased. Should I be building districts? Don't know the answer to that. Let's see, and what does it lead to? Public works. City districts provide additional housing. That must be your population limit. Specialist output increased. I think I'm going to want that. City districts provide additional clerks. All right, let's get this so that we can get to there. Oh, let's look real quick at. So in our population does hit 30. When does this unlocks at 30? Population 30. No, population 29. What is this? Oh, the hard hat means jobs. The non-hard hat means population. All right, so we're going to get... Oh, we're on the verge of getting a 30th person, which will unlock this. So does that mean that there is unemployment? No. I mean, if we have 30 jobs, but 29 people... Yeah, there's 1 clerk job unfulfilled. It's been that way for a while. Does that count as unemployment? I mean, I guess it does, but it's not a big deal. For some reason, I thought unemployment was a big deal. I mean, you guys know this from reality. You don't want 0 unemployment. A little unemployment's a healthy thing. It's a little wiggle room. Ooh, what is that? Oh, right, the army screen. Big deal. You'll never need that. I thought Sarah Palin was my leader. Who's this upstart? Oh, she's my CEO. Right, this is just the governor. So should I be building districts? What do they do? They just... So these give me jobs and housing. Can't fill all the jobs I've got. These give me jobs and housing. Oh. Technician jobs, they make credits. Oh, so is this just stuff where you're lower class? I see. So are districts where your lower class workers get jobs, whereas buildings, I guess for the most part, are where your specialists get jobs. And how do rulers come into play? You don't make these, do you? Do they just happen? All right, well, I don't. Do I need to build more of these? I don't know. What is this? 2 out of 7. What's this gray one? So these are blocked by something, right? That doesn't matter. So I'm just going to... It takes minerals, and I seem to have plenty of minerals. But we're shunting the... Okay, I'm just going to see what happens if I press build... Oh, build a mining district. I don't know what this is going to do. Oh, Richard Holt says it means you don't have enough people. That's the opposite of unemployment. Oh, right. This number is bigger. Right. So basically we want to encourage immigration. But nope, we're xenophobes. Because that's the situation Germany is in. They need workers. And they know enough, Angela Merkel, to encourage immigration. But no, a bunch of idiots in Germany or xenophobes are like, no, we don't want immigrants. But so we just have to grow more people. So I'm guessing we don't want to build districts then if we can't even fill all the jobs we've currently got. Original, you have 2 options, babies or robots. Oh. How do we make robots? I'm guessing that's something we haven't researched yet, right? Where was the grope? Assembling, right. There are no species that can be assembled. I'm going to try clicking on this. Okay, you can just prioritized. All right, that doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess we can't make pop assembly capacity. Represents total capacity to artificially create new pops. For most types of empires, it comes from roboticist jobs and is used to build robot pops. Robot pops just sounds so affable and friendly. All right, well, I'm guessing that's something I'll research eventually. All right, well, that's fine. So we'll just leave that. We're not going to build new stuff. Let's just keep expanding. You are coming down here, and then you're eventually going to build a star base here. You are... Aren't we going to... Dagnabbit, I built one in the wrong place. Oh, I'm so dumb. Alright, fine. Ah, look, we're low on alloys. So, just real quick, because I'm going to just start eating into our energy surplus here. I am going to... Oops. Just see what that does. Oh, and it's monthly, so at the end of the month, right, it should adjust. Look at that! Boom! Boom! We're just going to leave it running at that for a little while. What else are we... Okay, yep. You guys are doing nothing, so now you come over here and get this lucrative mining area. And you... Oh, you actually can't fly there until it's explored. Interesting. Fair enough. Encounter in Ishtrum. Uh-oh, are these going to be space monsters? We've encountered some form of alien vessel. These strange objects have been flagged as Alpha Menace until we can learn more about them. Okay. Enigmatic spacefarers. News of alien ships humming through the ether have reached Wasilla. In many ways, ending the first chapter of the book of the Palin Federation of the Earth Freedom Lovers bid for Stellar Empire. We're not alone! Oh yeah, so it is just space monsters. Oops. Wait, I want to look at the space monsters. They fly away? Or I think they flew through here. All right, whatever. We've detected what appears to be a naturally occurring subspace phenomenon on the edge of the Mayer system. Which is what? Wait, the heck? Mayer system. All right, whatever. A rift in the very fabric of space-time is formed here, creating a wormhole that our scientists speculate may provide a conduit through subspace to another wormhole, right? Depending on where the second wormhole is located, this could potentially allow ships to travel from one end of the galaxy to the other in a matter of days. Unfortunately, this wormhole, like the vast majority of its kind, is inherently unstable. Any vessels foolish enough to pass through it would be ripped apart. Right, so there's got to be some wormhole tech you can eventually get. And it's just telling me I'm at negative money. Oh, there it is. Natural wormhole. Look, there's the wormhole. Alright, so this is ours now, and let's just build mining stations. And I'm going to assume it's going to prioritize the most lucrative station if I automate it. Let's see if I'm right. I can't tell. Oh, yeah. Looks like not. Just went by proximity. Alright, fair enough. We're not going to research this yet. It's challenging. Maybe we should be working on these. Large amount of debris can be found. Oh, so debris I think mainly just gives you tech points. We're going to leave it be for now. We're working on borders now, not projects. So this is a nice little dead end. Let's survey that. And now you come on out here, because you're eventually going to be building stuff there. Oh, all right, let's see. Richard Holt, how do I build a trade hub? Oh, right. So there's also, yeah, I don't know about trade hubs either. Richard Holt, you can switch pops between jobs by lowering the priority of other jobs on the jobs page. I don't see, where's the jobs page? Oh. Oh, speaking of which, I keep meaning to pass the edict for mapping the stars. You guys remind me. Jobs page. I don't. Is this a jobs page? Oh, is that what these are? Increased job priority. Oh. Why would this be at maximum priority? Well, okay. So it looks like everything's at maximum priority. I can only lower priority. We can decrease the job priority, disabling some of its job slots. So basically, you're turning off job slots. So is it? I mean, I guess I don't want to fiddle with this at this point. Although I could, like, lower energy production, force one of these guys into a clerk job. So okay, I see farmers and miners. I'm guessing we have 4 farm districts and 4 mine districts. Let's look. No. Oh, 2. Each district probably gives you 2 jobs, right? Yes. Okay, good. Let's build a mining district and disable. And well, you know what? We're going to run our energy to 0. I'm just going to leave it be for now, but that's good to know. I see. So is that how you make specialized, like, planets, like an agriculture planet? And do you even need to do that still? And actually, is there anything about this planet that is inherently, like, what? Here we go. Continental world. Oh, what is habitability? How does that even? What is that doing to the like, is that a matter of? It's just 16 districts. Let's see. So we have 3, 6, 7, 8. So 8 and 8 is 16, 17, 18, 19, 24 plus 8, 32. What? So there are 8. So obviously size is determining the number of districts, right? And what is habitability? Is that just like a percentage modifier to, Rocky World. To effectiveness or something? Because we haven't found any place we can settle yet. Trade value represents day-to-day economic activities. Starbases collect trade value and convert it into resources such as credits if connected to your capital planet. We don't have anything to trade route to or from. Trade value that is directly oh, because aren't I getting trade value from stations? Let me see real quick. This can't be much fun for you guys to watch Tom figure out a game. I thought... Oh, there. So we're getting 8 points of trade. Let's see. Trade. Yeah. Oh, good. Look there. 38 energy from trade. Which... Why is there 8 points of trade here? Is it a specific planet? Look. So that has a 2. Oh, 2, 4, 2. What are these things that are causing trade? Wait, am I just looking at that wrong? Why is this asteroid? Am I misclicking? It looks like VK1-111 is giving me 2 points of trade, but I can't see why. Like, wouldn't there normally be something like, oh, cool, there's a thing here that gives you space coffee, or like that, right, a bit. Oh, no, uninhabitable. And I didn't build a trade station on it. And it's green, so it's showing me that the trade is being used. Why do I have trade from just random asteroids? It can't be like... So, okay, so here's some things that have trade that I'm not getting. So is it just random? Like, do all asteroids give you 2 points of trade? No, there's an asteroid with no trade. I mean, I see that this is giving me mine, right? Okay, that makes sense, but what am I missing that I can't see? Well, alright. Richard Holt, it's a bit weird. You would build districts and buildings that specialize a planet. Changing the priority seems to let you fine-tune or make temporary changes to what jobs are being done. One of the things I really like about Endless Space 2 is that whenever you have a planet that's making minerals or energy or something like this, like trade, it's always going to be themed for like subterranean caverns or sentient oceans, or like it's always going to have some flavor or theming that explains why a planet does something. And here it just looks like, is it the moon? No. Because I thought Stellaris used to be pretty good about that sort of thing. Like, let's see, where am I getting trade from here? Is the Alt key? Isn't there an Alt key that lets you... Oh, right, and I can turn this off. Okay. Trade. Look at all... Okay, oh, well, a capital planet, of course. It's collected by the trade hub. So it's collected, but not produced. Collected. Okay, so I'm guessing this means collected from here. But what? Why? Why does a random asteroid give me trade? I mean, okay, but let's look at these guys. All right, you guys ready for some space porn? No, wait. Oh, yeah. So this makes me think it's the space monsters that you fight, but this makes me think it's another race that I'm not talking to, and they're scanning these planets. Initiate a special project. Oh, let's do that. And that's something we send to science. Oh no, it's something we work on with one of our scientists. So we're going to be taking someone off of this right here, which is a long way off anyway. So let's go ahead and investigate that. I love stuff like trade routes, and like I love in Sins of a Solar Empire how you make these chains. It's almost like building railways in a colonization game. You build these chains, and the length of the chain determines the effectiveness of the trade. So you want to sort of protect an area from any attacks and pirates, and you set up a space railroad, and it very clearly tells you how much and why you're getting money from that space railroad. It's also part of their tech trees. And it looks like that's part of what's going on with trade here, which converts to amenity. I don't know what trade does. Gives you energy? Yeah, it gives you energy, right. But why am I getting trade from random asteroids? Richard told rocky worlds can have more mining districts. Continental worlds have more farm districts. That makes sense. Okay, so pretty intuitive. Oh, look, a habitable planet. Sweet. Okay, so let's look at this. Bista 3. Oh, and when did we find this one? I see. So the type of planet basically determines what is it? So generator districts seem to abound. Oh, because look how. No, that's not how big it is. That's how big it. Oh, it's big still. And is size just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So 9, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 districts on a size 24 planet. Ugh, I don't understand what size has to do with anything then. Population limit? Let me go look at Wasilla real quick. Size planet 16. No? What does size do? Determines how many districts it can support. 8 plus 8 is 16 plus 8 is 24 plus 7 is 31, right? What math did I screw up? 31 on a size 16, so that's very close to being 2 districts per size point, but that's obviously not right. What are these? Rare planetary feet. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, is this, so is it, oh, so is this above and beyond? Okay, well, let's check this out. So we've got 31 districts, assuming that it's 16 plus whatever bonuses we get here. So 16, let's just count these, 17, 18, 19, 22, 23, 25, 28, 30, 32, 34, but what if these blocked ones? Yes, plus 4 blocked ones. Very cool. All right. I successfully did math to figure out how a game works. I like that. So the size, and you guys are probably explaining this too now. The size is the number of districts, but special features give you additional districts. That's cool. A hot spring gives you 1 additional district for generators. A waterfall gives you 2. A tempestuous mountain gives you 3. I like how themed that is. So as we find other planets, these things will be on them. Let's see, an ore-veined cliff, more mining, but a prosperous mesa, even more, and maxing out at 3 points, a rich mountain. Oh, 2 rugged. Oh, you know what? I did screw up the math. Oh, no, because rugged woods would be +1, and we've got 2 of them, so +2. All right. Rugged woods give you +1 agriculture. Fertile lands +2. Black soil +3. This is cool. Here I am, liking Stellaris. Sprawling slums, that's a blocker, right? Brought it on myself, I'm sure. Industrial wasteland and industrial wasteland. All right. So I'm still, okay, well, let's look at these other planets that we can settle. Let's look at this one. So it's going to have 14 slots for Well, now I'm confused. So if I was correct that the size is the number of districts it can have, then why isn't this a 14? Oh, I hate when I think I've figured something out and I haven't. All right, let's look at this planet. Is this a modifier to, oh, let's see, pop amenities, pop upkeep. Okay, so it affects population upkeep, which I guess is energy. 10. Oh. Well, no, because that's 10. Where can I see special features? Oh, here. Ugh. Alright, I think I'm demoralized now. Been demoralized by thinking that I understood something and then being proven wrong when I try to apply it to another situation. Shoot. I do like the consistency, though. Ooh, bubbling swamps. What does that give you? Gas extraction wells. I don't think I even know what a gas extraction well is. Is that a district? I kind of want to play and find out. Ore-veined cliffs, rugged woods, fertile lands, but no black soil. Oh, wait, well that... Well, so let's just try. 14. Why is this 10 city districts? I don't understand this. So we've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 21 districts according to this. On a size 14 planet. Oh, maybe this will still work. So there should be 7 bonus districts, right? That's not a district. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think my math just sucks. 10, 15, 18, 21. This would make me think that there are 14 districts. Am I screwing this up somehow? That's not a district. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 21 plus 8, 14 plus 8 would be 22. So I'm not counting this right? Oh, minus blockers. No, wait, no, I think, okay. But here are the blockers. 1, 2, 3. Which I feel like I'm on the verge of figuring this out. Wait. Alright, let's try this again. So if it's... No, because 22... Oh! Richard Holt, I don't think those numbers are supposed to add up. Richard Holt, then why are they there? Well, why would you give me numbers if they don't add up? What do you mean you don't think they're supposed to add up? What kind of numbers are not supposed to add up? That's the point of a number. It adds up. Oh, I'm raging. All right, Donald Huckle, I think the different colored boxes are specialized districts that you can have. So you can only build farm districts in the green spaces. I do know that. So there are these, see, there's 1 rugged woods and 2 fertile lands. So that corresponds to these 3. All right, fair enough. There's 3 generator districts, 2 of which are blocked. Yeah, it's a rushing waterfall and a blocked ore vein cliff, choked by dense jungle. Oh, no. So I am seeing 5 generator disks, 2 are blocked. This planet currently has 0, 3, 2. What is that? Okay. So I see 2, oh, right here, 1, 2, generator districts. A third one that is blocked. Is that a generator district? Active volcano. Yes, right? How do I tell? Wait, where? No, tempestuous map. Shoot. This might drive you guys crazy, but this is actually how I play strategy games. Okay, so I'm seeing 5 generator districts, which here, one is a hot springs, one is a rushing waterfall, one is a blocked rushing waterfall. So I am seeing 2 generator districts here. I'm seeing 3 of them, one is blocked, but this is telling me that there are 3 and 2 that are blocked. Richard Holt says, okay, now I'm confused too. I know, right? Donald Huckles, you can only build farm districts in green spaces, but you can build cities in other districts. I don't understand about this 0 out of 10. Or rather, city districts consume some of the district capacity on your planet without specifically consuming one of the 3 different colors. Because I can build 10, but of these that go for energy, minerals, and food, you'll note I've got 11. 3 of which are blocked, so I have 8 until I clear. I mean, seriously, at this point, I'm ready to... Can I cuss? Okay. If there are any children in the room, and women, and older folks who should be afforded respect, I would like to request that you cover their ears. Have you done that? Because here's the point where I'm thinking, fuck this game. If you're going to give me numbers and then not let me figure out how they work so that I can make informed decisions, fuck your interface and fuck your game. I'm uninstalling it. Because this really, this is just really frustrating. I love this detail and I want to understand this. I am the target audience for this sort of crunchy detail. But if these numbers aren't going to add up, and if your tooltips, because Lord knows, Paradox loves their tooltips, and I love their tooltips, because for the most part, they explain what's going on. But I'm either just dumb, or this is too obtuse, or maybe some combination thereof. But I want to know how this works, and I can't. So, yeah, and Donald Huckle and Richard Holt, you guys are both trying to be very helpful and puzzle this out with me. Donald Huckle says, and Richard Holt says, okay, I'm confused now. Richard Holt says, so 14 is the... Oh, by the way, if you have elders who should be afforded respect, women and children in the room, you can now uncover their ears. There will be no further F-bombs dropped on this live stream. Richard Holt, so 14 is the maximum of all types of districts that you can build on this planet. Fair enough, but I'm seeing 11 districts here and a possible 10 here, which would be 21. And Richard Holt says, and it's based on planet size, right? Because the size is 14, so you should be able to build 14 districts. Good. The max for the specific types is based on other characteristics of the planet, right? Which are these. I'm still not following, though, how these numbers, how this size and these city districts and these 3 types of districts coupled with these bonuses, are these bonuses, or they're bonuses, because it looks like max mining districts is... Oh, so is this blocked, or this planet currently has... No, that's a blocker, not... Christy Gaines, did I just hear that correctly? Christy Gaines, I'm not sure what you heard, but if it was someone cussing and dropping F-bombs, no, you didn't hear that on this live stream. Yeah, I don't know, you guys. And it is I've got this sort of manic depressive thing going with these games where I get super thrilled by this level of detail, but then super discouraged when I can't make the pieces fit together. And Endless Space 2 never did this to me. It never frustrated me like this. Like I would figure out something with the numbers, and I would sit down, and normally if I wasn't having to like jaw with you, like if I didn't feel compelled to talk to you guys about my thought process, I would be sitting here with a pad of paper and a pencil working this stuff out. And Endless Space was super rewarding in that regard. I would look at the numbers, the tooltips would tell me how the numbers would work. I would then check different screens to verify how they worked and take notes. And yeah, they would work, it would all fit together, and I would have some understanding of how the gameplay systems worked. It would be very much like learning a board game, where here's the rules, here are the components, you fit them together, and you make sure the numbers work. And yeah, that's how a board game works. And Endless Space was like that. The components would fit together as I expected once I understood the systems, and then I would play the game and I would make choices and I would understand the outcomes of those choices. That's the essence of a strategy game. All right, so Richard Holt is, yeah, I would love it if you figure this out, Richard Holt. He's saying you choose how to allocate the districts. You can build 3 farm districts on this planet, right? But if you max out to 14 on other districts, then no farms for you. Okay? There's 2 limits going here. And I can build 3 farm districts because why? Because this looks like I could build whatever the maximum is. The rugged woods give me... Oh, yeah, okay. And I can build 3 because there's rugged woods and 2 fertile lands? But then why can I build... Okay, mining districts, right? So this is the possible number and not the maximum, because these could have other things built on them, right? And then so there's 3 of these. There are the 2 ore-veined cliffs and the 1 active volcano, which is blocked. Oh, no, there's an ore-veined cliff. So here's an ore-veined cliff. There's 3 ore-veined cliffs. Okay, so maybe the active volcano, I don't understand what that does. So 1 ore-veined cliff is blocked, and here's these 2 here. Okay, good. So then I should have 5 generator districts. I see 1, or no, 2, 1 blocked, and then something blocked. So is this supposed to, does this then count as a generator district? Because if so, that would make sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then for, okay, I think Richard Holt's talking me through this. Richard Holt, you've talked me down from the uninstall ledge. Because now for ore, 1, 2, 3. And then for farming, 1, 2, 3. Oh, except, oh no, okay, I'm doing this. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. He says you choose how to allocate the districts. You can build 3. If you max out, then no, okay. He says there's 2 limits going on. Richard Holt said, Endless Space did this to me all the time. I figured out previous iterations of Stellaris. I'm sure this will make sense too at some point. Two are choked with dense jungle. Oh, there's the volcano, but we don't know what's under the volcano. Wait, so the volcano's covering 2 districts, right? Oh, so this is the volcano. No, because then there's 2. That's not right, though, because look, there's dense jungle in 1 mining district. Right there. There's dense jungle in 1 generator district. Right there. But then there are 2 districts. There are 2 districts covered by volcano, but I'm not seeing... There's 3 blockers. Richard Holt says that this is his second most played game of all time on Steam, but he does not love it. I mean, to me, this is like doing a crossword puzzle. I want to figure this out. But if it's just a matter of something being hidden under the... I mean, really, should we go back to Wasilla and figure it out from there? So it's a size 16. And I don't even know what that means. Determines how many districts it can support. Well, I mean, we looked at this before. The planetary features increase or decrease the number of districts, right? And I figured this out before, right? So it's 16, 17, 18, 19, 22, 23, 24, 25, 28, 30, 32, 35. Minus 3, 32. Yeah, I'm just getting myself tripped up again. So it should be 32 max districts. But I don't see. So here we go. So then this. So if this plus all of these bonus to max districts, if size is max districts, which makes perfect sense, totally intuitive, and then special features increase or decrease those maximum districts. Right? Just a straight up plus and minus. Then what is this? Because what did I say before? 32. This plus these comes to 32. So we have 8, 16, 24, plus 7 is 30. Where's the 32 coming from? Am I doing this wrong? 16, 15, 14, 13, 14, 16, 19, 20, 22, 25, and 27, 29, 32. These come to 32. This comes to 38. Yeah, I just... Christy Gaines wants to know if we get any space battles against aliens. At this point, Christy Gaines, no. We get me being... Duck Helmet says, meh, just uninstall. Yeah, I think that's where I am at this point. I love this population stuff, though. And then I imagine you can get some really interesting things with factions. Where did that go? All right, well, we are ending with, I've been defeated by math. Thank you guys for watching. This has been the winner of Request Wednesday. I would have picked it at some point anyway, probably, so... thank you guys for watching. Come on back on Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific when I will live stream something that I most likely understand better than Stellaris. No promises, but we'll see. I am Tom Chick. I'm here on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6 p.m. Pacific. I'm on Twitter at QT3. I write stuff at quarterto3.com, and I've got a Patreon campaign at patreon.com/TomChick. Everyone have a great week, and we'll see you on Friday.
You can stop. I get it.
Okay. So again, I'm still working on it, but what do you say?
You want me to be honest?
Totally, of course. I mean, it's just the two of us.
That song is shit in a can.
What?
I thought it was just awful.
I disagree. This song is a huge hit.
A hit? No way, Ruff. Trust me. I know this business. That song sucks. Not even a tampon ad would want to use that song.
You have ads for tampons that are very good.